Hello once again, welcome to my channel. My name is Leslie and I'm really glad that you have been watching my videos. I hope you leave some comments below so I can help you with any questions you may have. Today we're going to check another topic. Well, actually this is like the sequence of my first video, because in the first video we saw passive voice. Now we are going to talk about passive voice, but in the past. Yes, I'm going to use exactly the same example that I did when I recorded the first video. I'm going to contrast the active and the passive voice once again, so it is easier for you to understand, right? So remember that in the passive voice, we are focusing on the person that does an activity. We are not focusing on a person or an object that receives an activity. That is the active voice, right? My example was I wash my car every day, right? So we said that I is the subject, the person that does the activity, wash is the activity, and then my car receives the activity, right? This is active voice, and as you see, wash is conjugated in the present. So this is active voice in present. Then we said that for the passive voice, for the passive voice, this subject is not necessary, it's not important, or it's obvious. So I don't have to use it. I only focus on my car. I concentrate on my car because this is the important thing. So then I'm going to take my car. And remember that for the passive voice, we have to use the auxiliary to be plus the verb in past participle, right? If you really know the conjugation of the verb to be, this is very easy to do, okay? So the conjugation of the verb to be is I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, we are, they are, you are, okay? If you know it, and the negative, okay? So now my car, because it's in present, I have to conjugate the verb to be according to my subject. My car am, is that correct? My car am, no. My car are, no, because this is singular. My car is, right? And then I have to use my activity, and my verb is wash. Now, my car is wash is not correct because it's not logical. Remember that I have to use the past participle. My past participle is the third column in my list of verbs. So this is a regular verb. All your regular verbs, the past and the past participle, include ed. My car is washed, and then I use my time expression every day, right? So in this, you can see the person that does the activity. I do the activity every day. What receives the activity? My car. What is the activity? Wash. In the passive voice, who does the activity? My car? No. You don't have the subject I. So in the passive voice, you are concentrating on the receiver of the activity, right? So my car receives the activity. I have to use my auxiliary to be, and I have to use my verb in past participle. Do you know who washes the car? No. Do you know what receives the activity? Yes, my car. So just I'm going to label the elements. My car is the subject. This is my auxiliary be, and this is my verb in past participle, and this is my time expression for the present. Now, this is my passive voice for present. Now, let's talk about passive voice in past. Okay. For the passive voice in past, it is exactly the same. We have to use the same elements. The only thing that we are going to do is to conjugate this auxiliary to be in the past. Okay, so following the same, I have my car. Yes, my car is in present. In the past, what is the past of is? Was. Okay, so my car was, and I continue with the same form of the verb. This never changes. Okay, the only thing that I'm going to conjugate is my auxiliary to be. My car was washed. Now, I cannot say every day because this is not logical. This is for something in the present, and this indicates something in the past. So I'm going to adapt my time expression. My car was washed yesterday. Right? In this sentence, who did the activity? Do you know? I, my mother, my sister, my boyfriend, my friends? No, we don't know. But what received the activity? My car. Yes? So it's very easy. What you only have to do is to conjugate this auxiliary in the past, but this has to be according to your subject. So this is my subject, this is my auxiliary to be, and this is my verb in past participle. This is for singular, right? Let's do a negative example and in plural. You know, my clothes was or were? Were, because it's plural. But in this case, let's use a negative. My clothes weren't. And let's talk about buy, no? And what is the past participle of buy? Well, that is bought. Weren't bought. And because I am poor, not like many of my students that go to the USA and they buy clothes in the USA, which is really fine. But I am green with envy because I don't have that money. Well, so my clothes weren't bought in the USA. They were bought in Chiconcuac because Chiconcuac rules. Okay, so once again, I have my subject. In this case, my subject is in plural. Yes. Then I have my auxiliary to be. I use were because this is plural. I use was because this is singular. And in this case, I wanted to use a negative example, so you can see that you may use passive voice in affirmative or negative. And then I have to use the past participle of buy. Buy is an irregular verb, so if you go to your list, the third column says that the past participle is bought. Okay? And then I have my complement. My clothes were bought in the USA last Christmas. Okay? So, as you can see, it's very easy. Once you understand this, the only thing that you have to change is your auxiliary to be. And it has to be for the past because in this case we are using the past. Okay? So, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you have any questions because sometimes I find you and then you ask me. Leave your comments below. I will be trying to answer, to reply to all of you, but please feel free to do so, right? So I hope you have a very nice day. It was nice seeing you today, and be careful because the weather is really weird these days. So thank you very much. Goodbye.